Howdy folks, it's Donald Ward McCarthy here with 311 Realty Group, bringing you your update for July of 2021 for Junction Triangle. So as usual, we jump straight into what was the least expensive home and the most expensive property sold in Junction Triangle for July of 2021. Now, of course, as always, below me, if you're watching the video on YouTube, you have a link to download all of this. There were 9 sales, actually very, very healthy supply for July in Junction Triangle. Quite not the norm, but for whatever reason, we saw people wanting to move in Junction Triangle. So anyways, let's jump into the least expensive sale. Here we go, 202 17 Avenue, semi-detached, 2-story, needed a lot of work. It was a pure fixer-upper. This one went for $978. There's my dyslexia shining through. Not a bad price. I mean, it did need a lot of work, but not a bad price to get it on Symington, under $1 million. So I think that actually wasn't a bad deal for July. And then the most expensive, here are lots of others that sold, but let's get to the most expensive. A bit more of a unique property, let's say, on the corner of Wallace and Symington. It had that kind of store feel, or was a store in the past. 158 Symington. This one sold for $1,550,000. It was a detached 2.5-story. A bit of a shorter lot than normal, but was a property corner lot. So yeah, that was the most expensive sale. Do I think it's a good deal? I think it's average. It's standard. It had 2 units in the basement, and then the rest of the house was done up as a single family home, fully renovated. So that one went for 1.55. Now next, let's look at the last 6 months in Junction Triangle. Again, we're determining here if we're still in a seller's market, are we in a buyer's market, what have you. And as always, so these charts again below me here, if you want to download, breaks it down into detached semis, row houses, and looks at how many sales there were, the average price, the highest price. But more importantly, this is where we determine kind of where our market's at. The average days on market for all of these 41 properties that sold in Junction Triangle in the last 6 months, 6 days. So that means stuff selling like super quick in under a week. Average list to sale ratio was 21%. So on average, stuff is selling 21% above, which means that a lot of the agents selling homes in Junction Triangle were adopting that list low, sell high, so the auction style sale. And that's still working, and that really only works when you're in a seller's market. It doesn't work in a buyer's market as well. So there you have it, folks. That's your update for Junction Triangle for 2021. If you want a general outlook on what's going on in the GTA, it's quite interesting right now. We actually are seeing a slowdown. We are seeing a price decrease in general. We are seeing demand decrease, supply decrease, increase in average days on market. Do watch my the Toronto GTA update if you want kind of an overall picture. Thanks, folks. Give me a shout if you need anything at all, plumbers, electrician. Of course, if you are thinking of selling or buying, reach out to us too. Donald Ward McCarthy here, 311 Realty Group. Thank you.